Hey guys, it's Christine. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about budgeting in my bullet journal. Today I'm going to be doing my paycheck number 2 preview. This paycheck falls on the 23rd of March and I am expecting it to be $2,221.97. I won't actually pin that in until I get my paycheck in my hand. But the rest of this I'm going to go ahead and plan out. Anyway, if that is something you're interested in seeing, keep watching. Alright, so this is paycheck number 2. I've already done some work on this previously, but I decided to add a new category down here. And it was really bothering me that it was supposed to be a variable expense and I had it down here. So I Frankensteined this out of my old planner. I cut it out and put washi tape over it. And all these smudges are from where I had erased everything because adding this new category kind of throws the other stuff off. So I'm just gonna go through this with you. That looks like it could work. So we're just gonna go with it. All right. So up here, I've already penciled in my the expected amount unpaid bi-weekly. So this is for 2 weeks, $2,221.97, and that's net pay. I am expecting $146.49 to remain in my checking account. That is, if I can go back to March 9th, I'm still waiting on this Netflix to come out, so I've calculated that in there. But I put a little star here to remind myself not to pen this in without double checking the balance. Same thing with the expenses or the T-Mobile money checking account where I keep my funds for variable expenses. I'm still planning to go to the store this weekend and I haven't closed out my budget, so I have a few things coming out of there. But these numbers stay pretty much the same. The only reason the emergency fund, Santa Saver, or T-Mobile money account would change is when the interest adds up, but that's not due, I think, until like the beginning of April, so that likely will not change. So Disney and Hulu is going to be $14. I'm doing this in pencil right now because I like to just make sure I've got my numbers right before I pen them in. And sometimes I have to tweak some numbers, so it's just easier this way. Blue Shield number 1 is $288. It's probably going to be a little bit less this month because I think I have a $10 credit. And then Blue Shield number 2 is going to be about $125. And AD&D is going to be $30. And then this totals up to $457. So excuse the smudge right there. That was me trying to erase numbers and smearing the pen. Look, I've smeared the ink. Okay. This is hopeless. All right, just ignore the smeared ink. Yeah. Anyway, so rent for April is going to be $758. That is going to come out of the G1 rent, etc. account, and that is also the same thing for the PG&E. That's going to come out of that account. It's $938. Now we're looking at $457 plus $938, and there's no way that with all these other like variable expenses that I would be able to take which is basically $1,400 out of this account and still have enough for all the things that I want to do this month. So what I do is I take out $500 $500 here. So from my main checking account, I'll transfer $500 to the rent, etc. account. That leaves me with fixed expenses, $457. And so I take that up here. Okay, over that. And then the gas, I think this leaves me with not a lot of money. So let's do this. Okay. Down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add $50 to these. And I added a birthday saver here, and I also added a fun money category in my variable expenses, so that's going to be different. So the previous amount I had, without closing it out, it's $400 here, but I added that birthday saver, and since I have money in my variable expenses account, I'm just going to transfer that $100 over to my sinking, if that makes sense. So I'm probably going to do that before this paycheck hits. That way it doesn't confuse me too much. 500, and then I'm going to add 150 here. So sinking funds is going to be 150. All right, so let me just do this really quick. Okay, so I'm working with $1,114.97. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's why it seems so high. So Santa Saver always gets $25. And then Roth IRA is going to get $250. And then Emergency Fund always gets $100. And so this is what I'm looking at here. Okay, so let's do this over. Minus 150. All right. That looks more realistic. So, gas, groceries, household, eating out, copays, and meds. I still have a pretty good chunk right there. How much did I do last time? Okay, I did 100. So, but I'm planning to visit my daughter this the weekend after this paycheck. Is it something like that? No, a week and a half after this paycheck, so that counts. So $100 there. And then last time I did 200 for groceries here, but I still have a lot, so I'm gonna do just 100. But sometimes when I visit my daughter, I end up going grocery shopping with her. So household, let's do 200. Again, same reason. Sometimes you go shopping with her and we end up buying household goods, toiletries, things like that. So we'll keep it there. And eating out, we're probably going to go out to eat a lot. So maybe, let's do, this 200 seems excessive. Let's do 150. All right. 739.97 minus 100 minus 100 minus 200 minus 150 is 189.97. Okay, so allowance, I'm still going to give myself 60 there. Okay. That gives me 129.97. Okay, for fun money, let's do 50 for copays and meds. All right, so I'm adding that there because sometimes I do get vitamins and supplements and things like that out of this category. So I want to make sure I have a bit there. So I've got $79.97. So for fun mini, I'm just gonna do $70. And then I'm gonna do 997 will stay in my account as a buffer. So this should be 730 right here. And I'm gonna add this up right here, 100. So I might still adjust these depending on how it goes this weekend with my spending. Also, I need to figure out how much things are going to cost. We are planning to visit a couple places when we're in SoCal, visiting my daughter, so I might have to beef up the fun money. Although, I mean, like eating out would come out of this category, and shopping with her would come out of these categories, and gas is covered there. You know what I didn't count? Ooh, I didn't account for the hotel cost. Oh, darn. Okay, so what I'm going to end up doing is taking the money that's already there in my T-Money checking account that's meant for variable expenses. I have a bit of a buffer there, so instead of going to the negative in my fun money category, I'm going to allocate more money to cover the hotel expenses. Okay, so here I am just adding up what I am allocating to each of my accounts. That's checking, the rent, etc., the T-Mobile money, emergency fund, Santa Saver, Roth IRA, and the T-Money savings account. So the total comes up to $2,212. And then I do have the $9.97 buffer that's going to stay in my checking account, and that zeroes out my paycheck. So yeah, it's not quite a zero-based budget, but because of that buffer, the $9.97, but I like to get as close as possible. We'll see on Wednesday when I do get my paycheck and finish out this budget. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions or comments, suggestions, what to do with this budget. Kind of just winging it here. Anyway, yeah, I hope you have a great weekend, great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.